Hello, how's it going? I'm just gonna go get some food and then go to work, but we've got some things to discuss. I've been missing out on some of the newer releases of new like Halloween animatronics and props. For the last couple times I've covered them in like live streams, but I thought, you know, I should stop making excuses and just record something. We know what a ton of the Lowe's stuff are, and not a lot of them really catch my eye or tickle my fancy. I do like the Bluetooth like Reaper DJ guy. That guy's pretty cool. I would probably get him. But ones I really want to talk about are these distortion statics. They came out with two, almost back to back. The first one was this like mummy static, but at first glance it doesn't really look like a mummy. It just looks like a zombie with like really shredded clothes. That's because they didn't want to like cover it up too much because they wanted to show off all the sculpting and the painting and whatever. But still, that doesn't negate the fact that it doesn't really look like a mummy. It is a static prop, so it doesn't move. It's just there to stand there and look pretty. And boy, does it look pretty. It actually looked like aside from the not looking like a mummy comment, it does look amazing on its own. I love its eyes and its like teeth and how slender it is and its like weird posture. I do have to note that it is very obvious, at least to me, whenever something's sculpted by the guy who sculpted Mutant. I forget his name. I think it's Tom, because they always end up with very similar facial features. I'll show some examples. There's Scarewolf and most recently the Mummy. I'll have to point him out. Like the furrow in his brow, he's got like the exact same kind of like look from the eyeballs up. He often does the wide open like jaw expression, and a very similar overall like facial structure, like with the cheekbones and everything. With that said, I love the Mummy. I wouldn't get it because I own Mutant, and I want my, if I'm paying so much for all these static props, then I want each one to look very distinct from each other.
So I have 3 look cards for you.
Yes.
You're ready to pull forward?
Sweet, thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I should mention, the fingers are posable on the Mummy, just like the Scarecrow Wrath, which is something that obviously should become like standard, but I appreciate it nonetheless. It's very, very cool. And I think it's the second ever static prop that has posable fingers from Distortions. They say in their example video that why it has posable fingers is so that it can hold the heart that it's holding. It's holding a glowing heart, and there's like a kind of like light bulb thing like at the back of its hand that you could screw in so that the heart glows. I think that's really cool. I appreciate when it has, when like these static props have special features, something that makes them stand apart and unique from others. Sweet. Okay. Sweet, thank you, you too. Awesome. I think that the Mummy overall is very cool and probably one of my favorite looking statics from them. I don't know, he just has a very good silhouette. Like I'll show the part of the video that I'm talking about, but when he's like silhouetted in the backlight, he looks so cool and very creepy. Like I would be freaked out if I saw that like from a distance. Anyways, I'm gonna get to this and then talk about the wolf spider. Okay, so the wolf spider. This is a static prop that Distortions made that is entirely kind of based around the pun it's making. You know, real life wolf spiders, right? Well, here's a literal wolf spider kind of mutant hybrid. And they went all out with just all the details and what it is. It has paws at the end of each of its legs. It has these weird hind legs kind of attached to the back of its spider butt, abdomen. It's got fur, it's got teeth, a snout, nose, wolf eyes. Very, very, very wolf. So you see this thing and you see the crazy detail, and it's like a freaky if you don't think about it. Because when you take a step back and kind of look at it from an outsider's perspective, at its core, it's a very, very silly idea and it just kind of comedic. Like I could only see people getting this because it's a funny, silly idea, which is fine. It's just a very, very kind of expensive gag, which I really hope that that's their intention with this, because that's exactly how the wolf spider portrays itself to me. I mean, the only scenario where I think you can use it, where it can be like scary, is if you only show it to your audience for a second and they're kind of left confused on what exactly it is. Because it's still like a freaky mutant spider thing, but you know, it's kind of niche in its use case because of how like ridiculous the idea is, you know? Which is kind of funny to say because they, their previous things, they made like an alien spider where the back end is a big brain, and they made a literal living pumpkin spider. And those two are like ideas that seem just as out there, but the wolf spider is different. I guess just because of the pun, the whole joke that it's based around. Because an alien spider is just kind of a very general idea, and you can make an alien spider look like anything. And a pumpkin spider you can use as a kind of set piece, kind of blend in with the pumpkins. It's pretty clever. But the wolf spider is very specific. You would have to either not understand what it is and be freaked out by this weird mutant creature, or get it, and by get it I mean like get the joke, and then kind of like laugh at what it is and how ridiculous it is. There's no denying that the wolf spider, just like all their props, are like crazy well made and super like detailed. A awesome sculpt and awesome paint job. They like punched in hair. It's only the base idea that I'm kind of discussing here. I feel like it is a worthy addition to like their catalog, but it's totally like not my style. I mean, hypothetically, if I had lots, like infinite money, I would get this just because of the gag, but it kind of doesn't go any further than that. With all that said, I'm super excited to see what Distortions does next. They always do some crazy looking things, and obviously very out there ideas, with Wolf Spider as a great example of that. So I can only imagine what they're gonna bring to Transworld. Very excited for that trip. Anyways, that's all from me. Let me know if you like this kind of formatted video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!